Hey guys, Nicole Kreiser, certified personal trainer. In the gym today, getting a good power workout in. I myself am a figure competitor, so I really like to lift heavy, train really hard. But as a trainer and what I do with my line of business, I work with the average public. A lot of women, stay-at-home mothers looking to lose weight, get fit, tone up. There's so many different ways to train your body, and it's really good to find specifically what's going to work for your body. So I do everything from therapy, personal training, conditioning, plyometrics. There's a lot of different types of training. So sometimes when you see me lifting heavy, there's a lot more to it than just lifting heavy. That's for me personally. So as a trainer, I actually try to bring something different to the table for my clients. What we're gonna do today is I'm personally concentrating on some power movements. I'm coming out of my off season. So we're going to do a really good power movement, which is the standing barbell press. I personally don't like to wear a belt because without it, it makes me really focus on keeping my core engaged, and it helps to tighten the abs and the back as you're doing the power movement because you're lifting heavy, so you really need that stability. So let's see what we can throw up today. And once again, I like to use the mirrors to make sure that my form is right. So you want to flip it up, nice wide grip. I like to give myself a good stance for stability. Do not lean back too much. It's going to put too much emphasis on the back, and that's not what we want. My abs are tight, and my back is tight. Doing power, you just want to be able to get about 6 to 8. That was awesome. I'm going to be throwing up some 30s today for some shoulder press. When I lift heavy, I like to use the back support so I can concentrate a little bit more on the actual exercise. Ladies, don't be nervous or worried about lifting heavy. You're not going to get that bulky. Eating clean, lifting heavy, and taking your basic supplementations is going to help you put on some nice lean muscle, but don't be scared to lift heavy. Let's do it. I like to use my knees to get the weight up so you don't put too much pressure on your shoulders. It's actually feeling pretty light today. I love to use the mirrors to make sure that I'm coming down far enough. All right, when you're lifting heavy, you want to get about 6 to 8. I just did about 10, so I'm actually going to go up in weight. All right, guys, now we're going to step up the weight. We're going to do some 35s for a set of 6 to 8, because like I mentioned before, I'm trying to maintain some size and actually put on maybe a little bit more size before I start leaning out. And what this does, this actual exercise, is it gives you that really nice cap look on your shoulder. So for someone like me, when I compete, when I hit my posing, it gives that nice illusion of a nice full shoulder. So once again, ladies, don't be scared to lift heavy. It can do nothing but benefit you. Just make sure you're doing the form right. So here we go. I'm gonna use my knees to help me get the weight up. That feels better. See, I'm coming up on 4 and it's getting a little challenging. That's when you know you have good weight. There we go. I want to show you a couple of tidbits on what you could potentially be doing wrong so we don't injure ourselves. With the shoulder press, it's really good to use a back press that you can actually push against to help you get that heavy weight up. What you really want to be careful of is arching the back. That's going to put a lot of pressure on areas that you don't want. So arching the back and doing the shoulder press is going to be the wrong way to do it. Another good key factor is the way you're positioning your arms. It's okay to come forward, but make sure you're not coming too far back. It's going to put a lot of stress on those muscle groups, and you don't want to do that. So nice and even across the board in an up and down motion. Come right below, push back up together. And don't forget to breathe. This is also a really good exercise to have a spot. If you have somebody that you're working out with, you can have them either spot you at the elbow or at the wrist as you're coming up. Typically when you're lifting heavy, you want to rest anywhere from 30 to 45 seconds in between. When you're doing lighter weight, it can be actually a little less. A lot of power lifters will rest a minute to 2 minutes in between. I like to try to keep my heart rate up because it also burns fat, which is very important for a competitor to always be in that fat burning zone. So I usually typically rest, no matter how heavy I'm going, about 30 to 45 seconds in between each set. And now I'm going to focus on doing some pull-ups. It's a fantastic upper body strengthening exercise for men and women. Ladies, when you're just getting started with this, start on the assisted dip press bench. It's going to help get you up and down to get you used to doing that pulling up motion. And then you slowly want to start working your way up to doing real lat pull-ups, actual pull-ups, underhand pull-ups. I'll show you some different variations that can help you get started on being able to do full sets of pull-ups. But it's a fantastic exercise for the entire upper body, and it gives you that beautiful V-taper. Now I'm going to do a variation grip, underhand, overhand. All right, now we're going to do one set of chest, and then we're going to superset a bi and tricep exercise. I am never that concerned about what the scale says, especially with women, because believe it or not, women will fluctuate a lot more than a man will due to hormones, water retention, that time of month. So ladies, don't be so concerned about what the scale says. Make sure you're eating a clean diet. Make sure you're working out on a regular basis, 3 to 5 times a week. The scale is going to fluctuate. Do not let it eat you alive, because it will. Me as a competitor, I have to stay on the scale for my coach to be able to see what we're doing right, what we're doing wrong. But just a little tidbit to help keep you sane. Don't weigh yourself every day, and don't be so concerned about what the scale says, because that's not what's the important part. The important part's actually going to be how you feel, how you look, how your clothes fit, and if you're enjoying what you're doing. That's the important part. What you want to remember about this exercise is do not arch the back. You want to press your stomach into the pad to help give you the stability and control to get the weight up. All right, guys, towards the end of the workout now, we've done some power movements for the shoulders. We did a awesome back and chest exercise combined together. Now I'm gonna do a superset of bicep and tricep. I'm gonna do some tricep extensions, which is good for that definition. And then I'm gonna go right into a hammer curl, which is fantastic for the bicep. Once again, it's really good to use the mirrors to make sure the form's right. Really good to keep the arms tucked. And ladies, keep challenging yourself in the gym. If you're doing 10 pounds one week, bump it up to 12 the next week. Keep challenging yourself. It's good to build muscle because that is what's gonna help you burn fat. Not just cardio, but muscle. Muscle burns calories. I love superset exercises. It keeps the heart rate up. Another form of cardio. I got one more set. And make sure that you're drinking enough water. Water is so important to help keep your body working properly, to help keep your intestinal tracts working properly. It gives you beautiful glowing skin. So just try to make a conscious effort to always carry a water bottle around with you, because you want to get, they say 8 glasses a day, but you definitely want to get double that. Water is such a crucial, important piece of the puzzle when you're weight training, just for everyday life. You don't have to be a gym rat to need that extra water in your body. When you start to get tired, you're going to want to sway that body, but try to keep it all on the biceps. That's what we're working. Okay. All right. That was an awesome workout. Glad you guys joined me with that. Look, if you have any questions, feel free to either find me on Facebook. My name's Nicole Kreiser, Kreiser, or if you just want to shoot me an email and have a couple of questions, please feel free to. Email address is armor4health@gmail.com. That's ARMOR4health@gmail.com. Hope to hear from you soon.